The General Ledger Department Maintenance feature allows us to identify different departments within our General Ledger system. For example, if we wanted to track profitability for our sales division separately from our service division, we can go ahead and create departments to do that. We'll go ahead into the Department Maintenance feature, and we can create a new department just by typing in the department code name that we want to call it. In this example, we'll go ahead and type in sale for sales. It says this department does not exist. You want to add it. We can just say yes. And then we can go ahead and just type in sales division. And now this department has now been created. To utilize this department, we need to associate it with whichever general ledger accounts we want to track for this department. And let's say, for example, we're going to want to track sales. So we'll pull up our product income account, and to keep it simple, we'll also pull up our cost of goods sold account. Now when we go ahead and click create new accounts, it will actually create new general ledger accounts with the word sale, because that's our department code, sale, at the end of the general ledger account, the last 4 digits. If we wanted to also include the description from the department sales division within the new description of the new account numbers, we can go ahead and click this checkbox, and it will actually add the department description to the end of the general ledger account description. Let's go ahead and click create new accounts, and you can see what I mean. The system is now creating 2 new accounts for the sales department. If we want to see those 2 new accounts, we can go into the General Ledger Chart of Accounts Maintenance feature. We can go ahead and hit 4 and then F4, and we can see we have 4,000 with the sales department in there. Now it's saying it was not found when I like to add it because I actually had the screen loaded, so it doesn't know that it's there. What I'll do is I'll go ahead and exit out of this screen, and we'll go back in, and you'll see it will recognize that it is there. So we'll hit 4, we'll hit F4, we'll go ahead and we'll select this, and sure enough, it doesn't complain this time. Now that we have it in there, you'll notice up on top it says sales division. It actually knows what the department name is for the account that we have up. If we click on the service account, it will say service up on top. Okay, now that we have those accounts set up, what you can also do is now make journal entries to these accounts using the new department. To do so, we can go ahead to the General Ledger Enter Journal Entry feature. And we can go ahead and enter in those journal entries right here. And once we're happy with it, we can post it, and then we can generate financial reports on our new department. We actually have some data in here, so we can demonstrate that without actually making the journal entry. And you'll notice that within some of the General Ledger options, we have a department filter. So if we want to go to the print income statement monthly report, you'll see a department filter. We can check that off, and then we can select from the department drop-down box whichever department we want. If we want to do it for service, we can see it for service, and then we can click print. The system will now generate the income statement, but it will only use the accounts that have been set up for the service department, thereby allowing us to generate an income statement just for the service department. The same is true for the sales department as well. And we'll just wait for this report to come up. Incidentally, while we're waiting, you may have seen that there was a summarized department checkbox there. We'll get back to that in a second. And you can see here, it's just showing you the 2 accounts, one for sales, one for service. I'm sorry, both for service, one for sales and one for cost of goods sold. And then it shows you the gross profit at the bottom. We can go ahead and close this out. And the Summarize Department feature right here allows us to turn off the segregation of the departments. If we click Summarize Department, notice Department Filter is all automatically unchecked. And if we print this now, any amounts that were accumulated in any accounts for a service department will now be rolled up into the parent account. So for the example of the 4,000 account, all those monies from the 4,000 SERV account will be rolled up into the regular 4,000 account. As you can see here, total sales is 1943, with the 4,000 account coming in with 1548. If we were to close this and just rerun the report without the summarization of the departments, sorry about that, folks, a little sluggish. And now we'll go ahead and we'll reprint it without the summarized departments. And in this screen, you'll see that it will break out those accounts separately. So here you can see there are 4 entries now, and you have the 4,000 and then the 4,000 SERV, and the dollar amounts are broken out. Where these two were combined before, now those two are segregated. You'll notice similar features throughout the other general ledger reports, including the trial balance and the balance sheet reports. And that concludes part 1 of the department maintenance feature.